Hello Gemini, a very warm welcome to you. Let us begin our reading. This is for the month of August, and let us see what is in store for Gemini. I'll pull out 4 cards, one for each week, and that's your first week card. Second week, third week, and the fourth week of August. And what do we start with? Let's see. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So Gemini, there is this strong energy in the first week of August of forgiving, whether it is yourself, whether it is others. It's like, you're holding on to something, not letting it go, and it's blocking a space in your heart chakra, and because that space is blocked, the love is not flowing, the healing energy is not flowing. It's causing you also a lot of discomfort, right? Could be physical, but definitely mental and emotional heaviness for sure. Let's see what this is about. Got the Death card. Prince of Pentacles, who is the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Star card here. See, Gemini, something is pretty much over, for you. Whatever it is that has, got over, whatever it is that has changed its form from what it used to be back then and what it is now. I think you're having a little, you're having a difficult time in adjusting to something new, because whatever has happened, whatever has ended, whatever has changed, for you, you are not, you're not willing to accept that change, and you're probably holding somebody responsible for it, whether it is, another person, whether it is you yourself, whether it is the universe. It can be any. But that is how the cycle of life is. Whatever gets manifested, whatever is created, it's only created so that it can run its course of creation, growth, development, then withering down and finally ending. So whatever it might be, the fact is that you're harboring some resentment and unforgiveness towards, like I said, whether it's the person, yourself, the universe, for ending something or changing something for you in such a way that it cannot take on that form it used to. And you're still probably hoping and praying that things change, or somehow it's like it can go back to what it used to be. All right, but I think you need to instead of putting your hope on that, you should put your hope on what is to come now, what is to come in the future, because we have the Prince of Pentacles who has to move forward, who has to plan now what he's going to do next, because it's like an open field. You can do what you want, Gemini, and it's a good idea to put your plans for the future rather than putting them back in the past, where it's completely futile. It's not going to happen. What used to happen, that is over. So it's with the Prince of Pentacles, it's time for you to start planning for the future. This is also a card for the future. You need to start feeling a little more responsible for your life and what life has dealt for you. So take that, accept it, embrace it, and now work for a future. Work for a new chapter, work for creating something new, work on going on a new path, on a new journey for yourself. And whatever it is that you're harboring as far as forgiveness goes, just it's easier to accept life and move with it and flow with it rather than holding on to something, because that is just so contradictory to the universal laws and the laws of nature, that whatever has come into existence will also end, right? So just holding on to that thought, you'll feel a lot more free, you'll feel a lot more in the flow, and you'll feel like you must, like life flows, water flows, we all need to flow and keep up with, keep pace with how life is moving forward. So it would be a good idea to accept whatever has happened and plan something new for yourself. It's about time to start focusing and getting serious about serious plans for your future. Second week of August, we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. And the moment you are done with this forgiveness, you will feel, you will get that understanding of how life is supposed to move on, and that you too should move on. And that's what when you are focusing on the future, then that's the time you will realize that whatever is coming your way is also something beautiful and good, right? So for every chapter of life, it would be a good idea to be grateful and thankful for good things which are coming our way. Though yes, the newness of something can be a little intimidating, because there's always a familiarity with what we've already experienced. But like what I said, life is not about that, right? There's going to be a lot of gratitude in your heart for what is coming your way. Got the Five of Swords. It's best to leave the battlefield and move on to something good for yourself. Five of Cups. No point reminiscing about the past. Eight of Swords, because it's just going to keep you trapped, going on about what happened. Yes, like life is like that for everyone, Gemini. Don't spend too much time moping over what has happened. You just pick up your two cups which are empty, fill more water and move on. There's not much to be accomplished in pondering over the past and wondering how you're going to move into the future. You start taking your steps. Okay, you start walking and the path will open up for you. So that's the gratitude card, which is telling you that you've got an open road, like this Prince of Pentacles. You've got an open field. Just start walking. Something will come up, and the moment you do that, you will feel so happy, because till you do not walk, whatever is on the path cannot reveal itself to you, right? So here he's like left the battleground. There's nothing to be accomplished by fighting anything, resisting anything, challenging something which is over. So it's best to leave that field and move on to another field, right? You'll feel a lot happier. With the Eight of Swords here, maybe you cannot see what lies in your path, but when you start walking, like I said, a lot of things will get revealed to you. You'll be very grateful and happy for that, Gemini. These cards are saying that. Third week of August, we have happiness. Look what beautiful cards you're getting. The moment you are done with this forgiveness, you'll have gratitude, you'll have happiness for whatever is waiting for you, as long as you are also moving towards it. Look, Ten of Cups. What a beautiful card of happiness. Six of Swords and the Temperance. As you move on to your new path, whatever it is, all of you are moving on, to whatever the new road is for all of you. As you're going to walk on that, you're only going to feel the surge of happiness within you. You'll be so happy that you've left something behind. You actually decided to move away. See, he's also moving away, she's also moving away in the boat. Second and third week of August, we'll see that slowly you're leaving behind what needs to be left behind, and you're moving. You've started walking a new road. You do not know where that road is going to go, but the very fact that you've started taking your first few steps is definitely what is going to make you feel very happy. And with this Ten of Cups, I do feel that you will see, see, it's a beautiful card, a lot of roses, there's a rainbow, and it's so lush green, and everyone is happy and cheerful. The very fact that you're on a path is a path which is going to be full of this kind of happiness and beauty and harmony. You'll be very happy, that you decided to, take those first few steps. And with the Temperance card over here, slowly and gradually, a new balance is coming into you and in your energy, because you're moving away from something which was very, difficult for you to deal with. But the very fact that you're moving away from it, that energy is slowly receding from your body and aura. And as you're stepping into new energy, that new energy is filling, that void which was left because that old energy moved. So this process is very gradual. Little by little, the new energy is coming into you, and with the force with which it comes, it also pushes out any debris attached to this particular event. So soon you will start seeing that new shift, that new balance of happiness in your life, and this thing going out of your life completely. Last week of August, I have the Service card. I feel good when I can help others. Sorry. Let's see. You got the Four of Swords. It's the time to rest. Okay. Two of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Okay. See, in the fourth week of August, Gemini, you will be taking a little time off, as this Four of Swords suggests. Now, whatever it is that you have left behind, there is something about it which is, you've not left it behind completely. You have moved away from it. You've created a distance in the second and the third week, but in the fourth week, there will be an opportunity where you will need to go back and wind up something about your past for good. See, I've got the Six of Cups, which talks of a certain past. It could be related to this, it could be another past, but there is going to be something which is going to kind of jolt you a little, as you are in that calm state. There will be some realization for you, or something comes from the outside which will make you feel a little undecided about what you need to do. But the fact remains that this is something which needs to be completed before you can move on completely from this episode or from anything else related to your past. That's why you've got this card which says service. There is something you need to do to settle something about your past, Gemini. So towards the end of the month, you will get to know that, you will experience all of that, and you will need to take a call, whether you should do and what you should do. But the very fact that the service card has come out, it says that you really need to go back, to something which was left incomplete, and you need to, you need to settle that once and for all. It's going to be a bit of a awakening for you, that something needs to have those final loose ends tied. And for that, it's a good idea, as the cards are suggesting, that go ahead and do not spend too much time debating whether you should or you should not. The service card very strongly says you need to do that service to yourself or to other people, so that you can give it a good closure. This is what the universe is suggesting, that don't let it be the way it is. With the Four of Swords over here, see, 3 swords are hanging and 1 sword is still here. That means something is pending, whatever it might be. For some of you it could be related to this something, and for some of you it could be something totally different. But the fact is that something is going to come up. You might feel undecided, but the universe is saying, Gemini, go ahead and wrap this up. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Go ahead and do what you should do, so that you bring a final closure to something. Okay, so with that, it's a wrap of your reading, Gemini. Thanks for watching.